Good morning. Well, I thought I would just tuck in a little bit of training information here again as I prepare for the Golden Ultra. And being as flat as a pancake out here with nothing to really climb, I have started climbing these bin stairs just up the road from our farm at our neighbor's vineyard. And let me tell you, I did this last week and I was crippled for pretty much the entire week. Like, not quite as sore as I was following my 50-miler in July, but a pretty darn close second. Let's go, shall we? What a view! Sorry about the wind. It is really windy, of course. I hope I don't blow off this bin. Twin bins. There's me. So I'm going to spend half an hour here going up and down, and then I'm going to run home, which is right over there. There. Wish me luck. Last week I couldn't run when I got off the bin. Well, it is now a couple days later from the last hill training I did on the bin. And today I am heading over to Saskatchewan. There are some nice, beautiful hills there. It is kind of the edge of Moose Mountain Provincial Park. So it is the same elevation rise over there as what I was talking about in that last training video with the Moose Mountain Provincial Park. There are some very, very good hills over there. So I'm heading over to go and run up and down those suckers, and using the term run up very loosely. Still doing the same thing I was doing in that last training video with the hike up, run down. There are a series of 3 hills that span 1.5 kilometers, so I do repeats on that. The larger hill I hike up, and then the other couple hills I run, plus the little flats in between, and then I run down fast. Repeating that 4 times, so it gives me 90 minutes and fairly nice, I don't know, must be 8 miles of nice solid hill training. So here we go. I'll show you what that looks like today. Hope you enjoy. Again, this is that really rough road by Bellegarde. My lord, the roads in Saskatchewan, they make you shake your head. Not even on purpose, it's just because you're hitting all the bumps, shakes your eyeballs loose. Look at that. There are the hills. They stretch on for a long, long ways. This is the edge of the Moose Mountain Provincial Park. We're just over at the other end, coming at it from the south. I'll show you a little bit better once we get a bit closer. This is about a 45-minute drive from home, and it is the actual closest hill that's worthwhile. Like, it's got a good 75 to 80% grade on it. Like, it is a steep hill. It's worthwhile. It drops me down to a hike, even when I try to sprint up to the top. So she's a good one. You can see here, the gravel road is already starting to climb. There's lots of trees. This is a protected area. Only access on foot up ahead here. But I do like this road because there's very little traffic. 98% of the time I see no one, which is nice. And this is the last farmyard here before we get into these hills. You can see there's a lot more trees. It's just beautiful. It feels like I am actually somewhere else park the car. I guess it's kind of hard to pick up on video just how neat this looks from up on the top when you look out across the prairie, but you get the idea. Just pan around here. I guess I'm kind of in the trees here too. Anyway, away I go. There, that's definitely a better view. So Arcola's right over there. Carlisle's back over that way. And this is just the edge of the wildlife preserve here at the park. Oh, the hills are so pretty too, but I'll try to find a better spot so I can show you. Maybe we'll go for a driving tour all the way over to Saskatchewan. See if we can find some bats in the old buildings. That's where the cadets used to go. Maybe they still do every summer for camp. Meow, right? Yeah. Lap number 1. Whoop, whoop. So I thought that I would add on to this training video so we can wrap it up. This morning I'm back in the park here running some muddy trails, prepping for the Golden Ultra, even though I just found out BC is putting restrictions back on starting on August the 23rd. So the race cap and outdoor gatherings is at 100 people. The race is sold out, so there are potentially 550 people coming into that race. So I don't think it's in the cards this year for me to be able to go out to Golden and run the Golden Ultra. It'll be a 2022 thing, except it's going to stack my racing so that I'm going to Trans Rockies in Colorado, a 6-day stage race, beginning of August, and then Golden Ultra, middle of September. And I'm also planning to do the 50-miler in July out of Crow's Nest Pass, just like I did this year. So it's a lot of big races now on my plate for 2022. I'm trying not to be sad, although I am really sad to not to get to go out to Golden to do this race. Anyway, we'll carry on, and I'm going to keep training as if I were going. I'm sorry. So enjoy our little trail run this morning. I'm planning to do a half marathon distance in the mud on these beautiful trails. So here we go. So I have chosen this trail because there's a lot of grass on it and I can't actually go west because that road is impassable when it's wet. And I have actually gone out there before and they're not lying. Your boots cake up and there's mud to your kneecaps and you literally cannot even move. So I'm going to be running 3 laps around this loop. It's the one in the village, so it's generally really busy. On Friday when I did my 20-miler, I passed the same groups of people upwards of 3-4 times, which was nice because they gave me a thumbs up and cheered, even though I'm sure they thought I was nuts. And they wouldn't be wrong. Hope you like my heavy breathing. It's not too muddy. It is to be noted, there is a family of very large bears at large on this trail. JK, it's cow shit. The trails I'm using this morning actually circle around Beaver Lake. So Beaver Lake Trail, they're explaining why. There's beavers and a giant beaver house out here. And at the top of this is Ludell Trail, which I hook in together and then I run loops around it. So it is a scant 4 kilometers. Build some mental toughness when you do several laps around a short loop like that. But mental toughness is a thing that we all need to build, not just for running, ultra running, but also life. It teaches us to stick with things until we're done, and also teaches us maybe some flexibility when things aren't quite the way we imagined they would be, such as when I run in the winter and it's minus 50 and I still got to get out there. When it's too muddy to go to the trail I want to go to, so I have to change to plan B, and also when races get canceled. Yeah, even when we start to feel super shitty when we're out at a race, you don't just quit. Nose down, keep going. Here we are over on the other side of Beaver Lake. Such a beautiful sunny day. We got a couple inches of rain here since, I don't know, Friday and overnight last night. They actually had some flood warnings out for southwestern Manitoba, and I mean, we're right on the border with all of that stuff, so we did get a little bit, not overland flooding or anything, but we got some rain, what we've all been praying for, of course, during harvest. So now we have something new to complain about. Well, it's the next day again, and here we are, out in the rain once again, going from drought to now some pretty good rainfall pretty much every other day here in the southeast corner of Saskatchewan. And I am just out for one last run here in the park as we close down camping season 2021. This is that road I have shown you before that is impassable when wet. They've actually got the road closed, but because of the water on the trails, I'm finding the mud isn't actually sticking to my feet. So I'm having a pretty nice run out here on this closed road all by myself. Let's just listen to the rain and be grateful that it finally decided to rain, even though it's right during harvest, but we all could have predicted that. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will keep you posted on whether my Ultra in Golden is a go or not here the weekend of September 17th. In the meantime, enjoy your upcoming week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more.